Over here, Initiate.
Ruptka's blessing. Perhaps someday we will no longer feel the need to fight each other so readily. We shall see.
It was truly unwise to let things get so out of hand. Never had I thought to hear an apology from such a she. Truly, I too am to blame for being too quick to fight.
Please, take a look at what I have to offer.
I cannot believe it. My sweet Musy led you to my bones, didn't she? That is true loyalty. Musy and I walked these deserts together in life, and even death cannot change that. I paid an enchanter to ensure I could come back and be with her even in death. Unfortunately, it was the jackals that got me. They scattered my bones all over and I couldn't come back. But my music came through. With your help. Thank you. This is even better than I hoped. Think of all the fringe benefits. I don't need to worry about food, water, or even the heat anymore. But most important, I still get to be with my sweet Musy. Musy? I couldn't ask her to do that. She is a lover, not a fighter. When the jackals were chasing us, I realized they were going to catch us. So I did what any loyal friend would do. I commanded her to run on, and I sacrificed myself. The same thing that happened to me. I had her enchanted as well, of course. She will come back, and we will continue on our way. We both love the desert, Musy and I. And this way we can wander these sands together forever.
Much of Lecki.
Welcome to Leki's Blade. Enter with an open heart and a steeled soul. We train the ways of the ready sword and the sharp mind. Our martial tradition dates back to the time of the regatta by Leki's blessed blade. Even if you never plan to wield a sword, you'll face one in battle. Here, you'll learn to survive. Lecki, the divine daughter of Talpapa, is the sword saint who taught new ways of wielding the blade. This school is named for her, on the very place of one of her many miracles. Ages ago, in the time of the Anse, a great warrior came to this oasis, Rada al-Saran. Rada was a proud man, and he claimed to match the gods in the way of the sword. It is said Lecki herself drew him here, seeking to challenge and humble him. Only the ancestors know for certain, but legend says Rada arrived to find Lecki as a warrior of sand wielding a blade of the hardest rock. Rada bowed to it. When it bowed back, he found an opponent worthy of his skills. They dueled. They crossed blades for 3 days and 3 nights. Rada's strikes parted the sand but briefly, and he tired as the days wore on. At last, Rada put all of his strength into one final strike, the weakest point of his opponent's rocky blade. You need only look to where we stand for the answer. The blade broke in two, and a great sandstorm split the horizon. When it cleared, Lecki had erected a shrine from the sands, and its oasis held the purest water in all Alakir.
New students arrive each day, it seems. You're no raw recruit. I can see you've handled challenges before. We could use a student with experience, if you have time to study with us. We teach the way of fighting. Any fool can win a duel. Only a master knows who will challenge her and where it will occur. You must learn to think as the masters did. Learn not just how they fought, but when and why. So many have said before you. But before you hold a sword at this school, you must learn the most important lesson, the one of history. Speak to Smith Nabinum and answer his riddles. You'll find him working the forge. After he is satisfied, we shall talk. Even with your experience, until you have spoken to Smith Nabinum, no master of blades will teach you. It is our tradition. You will find we hold many such traditions here. It is a delicate matter. I am unsure how to say this, but something is amiss. I need someone who can recognize signs of danger to help me. The training is important, but so are the lives of our students, and they are somehow threatened. A shadow. My own senses are overwhelmed by the signs, such that I can no longer see the direction from which the danger arises. You can serve as my eyes and ears, with a clear head. Thank you. Now, as any other student must, please speak with Smith Nabinum at the forge. We will speak again.
Hail! The sword is the soul. Without the sword, I am lost.
Hail. I beg your forgiveness, O Wayfarer, but I must ask you leave me be. I am entering the most difficult stanza of the Swordsman's Sun Prayer.
Lecki speaks to us in this place. Come and contemplate the stones.
Yes?
Greetings to you, student. What knowledge do you seek? a strategy to slay your opponents, the strength to protect your allies, the power to split a kingdom in two. These things you may do, and have done already, but these are not the arts I teach. Listen, this is a tale of Master Fidalia, Blade Master of Leki's Blade. While on walkabout, Master Fidalia encountered a wagon. The wagon's owner was an uninjured woman facing an unmasked man. He held a battered axe, she a pristine blade. The woman said the man was a bandit who had already attacked her once. She begged Master Fidalia to intervene. Master Fidalia walked away, yet the woman lived to tell her tale. Why did she live? If that was true, why would he not kill her afterwards? He challenged her without a mask. She would know his face and could have pointed him out to the authorities. Why would he have let her live? Look deeper. You see as Master Fidalia did. The woman claims she fought the bandit, yet she had no wounds. Had she parried his axe, her pristine blade would be notched. Had Master Fidalia faced the bandit, the woman would have stabbed her in the back. Then hear the story of Master Aram Cessnit. Long ago, a foreign mage came to challenge us. He claimed his power a match for our blades. One by one, he dueled our students. This master of alteration could turn steel to mist at will. Every student lost. Master Aram was an initiate, yet he faced the mage and won. So handily, in fact, that his opponent made apologies and left forever shamed. Of all the students who faced the mage, Master Aram was far from the best warrior. How did Master Aram win the duel? A valid strategy. One that has certainly felled even the most powerful mage. Yet what would it have proven? The mage made no claim he could defeat any bow. He said only that his power was a match for the sword. Look deeper. Think of what you suggest. Would a student of Leki's blade strike before the opponent was ready? This would sully his honor for the sake of temporary gain. Never. No Redguard would resort to such a dishonorable tactic. Look deeper. You see as Master Aram did. The foreign mage claimed his power a match for our blades. Indeed, any steel that threatened him turned to mist as fast as one could blink. But a training sword is wood, and wood is nothing like steel. I tell you now the story of Master Aram Cessnit's end. Long ago, Master Aram was the blade master here. In his last days, he called his favorite student to him. If she could give him what he wanted most, she would become the next blade master of Leki's blade. That is what you must discover. Master Aram's legend is known by all, even the serving folk. Direct your questions to them, Halam, Unar, and Iman. Once you know what they know, return to me and give your answer.
Some find fulfillment in wielding the sword. I am content to craft them.
Hello there. Hello.
much done here.
I've yet to read the latest texts. Have you read them yet? Thinking of all those pages makes my eyes hurt. The oldest son in my family is always a warrior, and so I came to study with the best. But all this reading, I'm not good at memorizing these words. Yes and no. I understand what they mean, but sometimes another student will stop me and demand I recite the 10 aphorisms of Akatosh, or the 6 symbols of Sep, and then I'm lost. What? You too? Wait a minute, they've been having me on, haven't they? And I've been spending all my time trying to find these lists. Next one who asks me, I'll show them what I learned in hand-to-hand combat training. Magics are not welcome here, Wayfarer. The forge must be kept pure. If you practice the dark arts, have a care and do it outside.
Weight and balance are key, O Wayfarer. Have you taken up a Breton blade? On'tsy keep you if you must bear one in battle. Better to wield a boatman's oar, I say.
Have you come to... No, you're not the provisioner from Sentinel. I've had to send farther and farther away for simple things such as salt and grain. Forgive me. These students mock my temper. You'd think I'm the old master's reincarnation the way they bellyache. In any case, I know only the stories, such as the one about the enchanted knives. He forbade Redguard trainees to dabble in magic. When a traveling merchant brought enchanted knives, Master Arum upturned the cart and chased the poor man into a sand dune. He wouldn't even use the metal. He threw the knives out after the merchant.
Alakiri forges are hotter than any in Tamriel, and the hottest steel births the keenest blades.
Some may call me foolish, but I tell you, the stone fist of Leki's blade has tightened its grip of late. I sense something cold, blasphemous. A darkness slithers in the heart of Leki's blade, Wayfarer. If only I knew what it was.
Not all who come to train at Leki's blade learn what they thought they might. Like many here, I came to Leki's blade to become a great warrior. Despite my training, I lack talent with a blade. I returned to my family ashamed. And then I remembered one of Master Arum's lessons. We do not choose when we rest. To give up the hard road is to bring suffering to the next traveler. Basically, never give up. 10 years I've trained since that day. I'm no master, but if my family needs me, I can defend them.
Fair winds, O Wayfarer. You stand at the foot of Leki's blade, swordsman's most holy site. All who place their trust in the blade are welcome here.
The stables are not as busy as they once were. Still, I will care for all beasts that seek shelter within. Anyone who knows of our school has heard of him. He was the master who brought the teachings to so many, tireless in his quest for perfecting the blade. In truth, no one knows. Many tales were told about his last battle with a group of bandits. Some say he survived and went on to roam the sands beyond Leki's blade. I can't imagine that myself.
If you want to discover what Master Aram's favorite student gave him, you must speak with the servants of Leki's blade. Excellent. Then tell me, what did Master Aram Cessnant want at the end of his life? What did his student give him? You see as the young student did so long ago. By that time, Master Aram was old and weak. No Redguard wishes to die in bed, but it's shameful to take one's own life to avoid hardship. Master Aram left, not to die, but to face one last battle. You've learned what you must from me. Now it's time to test your mettle. Speak to disciple Rafa Afhaba at the dueling arena, and if you pass his test, you will meet with Master Fidalia for hers.
Here, the best blades of our generation train and hone their skills. You've seen many things, but do you think you can count yourself among them? Then we'll see the make of your steel in battle. My students have trained for seasons, but you have the experience of true battle. If you can defeat them all, then I will count you as an equal to them. If not, then I have no time for you. Ah. She's as sharp as a knife's edge, even when she seems otherwise occupied. I see the way you walk, and it tells me you know how to handle yourself against others. Like Tafa, I have not seen anything with my own eyes. We are both unsettled, but the source is veiled. Perhaps it's the wind. Perhaps it's something more. Well, student, are you ready for this test? Only after this will Master Fidalia teach you. At attention, whelps. We've got a challenger. Look alive out there. I don't want to see sloppy swordsmanship. Excellent. Master Fidalia will be eager to speak with you.
You have more experience than our other students. I would not have accepted you as one, but I trust the judgment of the disciples. And of course, you've done well thus far. Then drink from the cup behind you. It holds a potent concoction to put you into a deep slumber. If you are worthy, Lecki will reveal a vision to you. Retrieve Raifa's sword, Tafa's shield, and Nabinim's hammer from this vision if you can. When you awaken, take the armaments to the steps of the blade, the tower crowning our school. Place each item at its altar and show your respect for the lessons you've learned. I will meet you atop the tower. These items are symbols. If you can obtain them in the dream, they will be in your mind upon your awakening, carried in your thoughts. You've learned history and battled our pupils. This task requires your mind.
This hallowed ground is cursed with our blood. Be revealed. She hasn't the strength. You must be stronger.
It has been some time since Master Fidalia joined us at table. I've counted the days. There are many and many. I wonder who she dines with.
Disciple Tafas as I swing my sword like a woodsman's axe. To oblivion with that. If it is good enough to fell a tree, it is good enough to fell a man. That is what I say.
I have not seen Perez since his final blessing. He did not even return to claim his bundle. He simply walked into the desert and disappeared. I hope it was not something I said.
I've got a lot to do here.
I must finish this.
Another fine batch of flesh. Vidalia, you've done well.
I beg you, stop this madness.
Don't be weak. Now stand aside, for I wish to feed.
No, I cannot allow this to go on.
Fool. Then I will take your blood myself. Hey,
Perhaps
the
our
lawbreaker's
presence
getting
is
away!
familiar to criminal. That was illegal. You have sullied your name with this crime.
You will eat
On my
sand.
honor, you'll
No,
pay
you
for your
don't.
crimes. Guard! Oh!
My secret is revealed. I provided our old master with his life source, the blood of our students, but no more. Though it means my death, I'm glad you've witnessed this. Before you kill me, I must beg one favor of you. Destroy Master Aram Sesnet. He did, and now he's returned as a foul undead creature, a vampire. I could not raise my blade against one so revered, but no such respect compels him. I couldn't defend the students, couldn't even defend myself. The wounds have long since healed. I've already fallen to his curse. It is how he compelled me to call for more and more students. Here, he feeds on our strongest. I'd hoped to stop him with your aid. I was too weak. He sleeps beneath our monument to him, in the graveyard. Go after him before he has a chance to escape. The other disciples, tell them what I've done. Whatever atonement they ask before I die, I will gladly do it.
Completed the rite, have you? The students usually look more taxed when they come down from the tower. Perhaps I've underestimated you.
Did you speak to Master Vidalia? What? You mustn't jest of such things. What did she say, truly? But your manner shows no deceit. How did this happen? Now I know you lie, for he's been dead for almost a century. Yet the legends never did speak of his death. Sept, take you! I won't hear another word. Be gone, and I will wait for Master Vidalia to tell me the truth of it.
My disciples, this stranger speaks the truth. We must go to the graveyard. I will explain more soon, but for now, call upon an arbiter. She must hear my confession as well.
Work builds character, they say.
Lecki, grant me strength. I must must not delay any longer. The entrance is... I must call an arbiter to oversee my punishment. Lecki protect you, friend.
Fools haven't the strength to face me. So they send an outsider. Pity. Joy adds a skull to my collection. Immortality. Can't be.
I called an arbiter here to decide my fate, but she wished to speak to you first. Whatever she decides, I will submit to. It is the only justice I can give to the ones I've wronged.
So, you are the one the others spoke of so highly. Master Fidalia has brought shame upon Lecki's blade. I would hear your thoughts before adding my own. That is precisely why. Both Raifa and Tafa are too entwined to offer clear counsel, and I, on the other hand, have only just arrived. You have touched everyone present. As I said before, I would hear your opinion before I render judgment.
I called an arbiter here to decide my fate.
To think it has come to this. Never in my years of study has such a case been brought forth. Never! The undead have no place in Alec here, and yet Master Fidalia has guided us prudently, courageously. Do we throw away the basket with one broken reed, or do we repair it? Now we know her true nature. We can be prepared for anything. The Masters teach us to recognize danger. She is dangerous, yes, but not such that we should cast her aside. We can help her, and she can still help us.
And so it comes to an end, with all of us gathered together at the last. The student, the disciples, the master, and an arbiter. Since your revelation, I've been in torment. Master Fidalia always put the school first. When provisions run low, she goes without. When new weapons arrive, she tests them herself, lest the students be hurt by imperfect blades. No! No! One such as she must die. For her lies, for her traitorous actions. She behaved without honor through these past months, hiding this shame from everyone. Clemency is not for one such as her. And yet, I will miss her guidance.
Have you made your decision? That is precisely why. Both Raifa and Tafa are too... That is what disciple Raifa Abhaba said as well. But I ask you, if Master Fidalia lives, will she become as the old master was? How can Lecki suffer an abomination to exist, even if it is for the good of the school? Think on this before answering. In truth, it is what I thought as well. Master Fidalia has served the school faithfully. It was not her desire to fall to a vampire. But it would not suit the school for her to remain. Come, and I shall render judgment. Fidalia, your life is spared. Leave, and never return.
No, I must pay for my crimes. I cannot live with this shame.
an outsider pardons this traitor? I will have no part of it!
Remember the Master's riddle. Bow and accept your exile with honor.
Forgive me, this is my duty. I accept it gladly.
Ever shall you scour the sands and protect our people. So it is written.
Master, be at ease. I will protect the school in your place.
Exiled. My torment shall be without end. I know Rifa considers this merciful, but it is not. I do not blame you either. Not now, at any rate.
I still can't quite believe what's happened. I'm not sure how I will explain it to the younger students. No matter, Leki's blade needs a strong leader. This duty falls to me. There's no one else. I'll certainly not be a replacement for the Master, but I will try my best. I must, for the sake of the school. It will go on, as it always has. Let it not be said that we shirk our responsibility when need arises. I will make that is, the former Masters, proud.
You thought as the disciple did, though it appears the old master does not appreciate her freedom.
I was in the middle of my prayers when they forced me out of the cemetery. By Rupka's starry breeches, what could be so important? Please don't tell them I was spying.
I had only just arrived to pray when Master Fidalia and the rest sent me away. I mean no disrespect to our teachers, but they might give us some warning next time.
Zet's tears, what are they doing in there? Master Fidalia's face was taut with concern. Did someone deface Atar's grave?
And now we must be vigilant against the old master, who knows our secrets and our ways. If I see her again, I will gladly fight her to her death. For the honor of...
lost a fortune in this mine. I was wealthy a month ago, and then the spiders came. Who knows what brought them, but it didn't stop our production. Now the spiders are everywhere. I've closed the mines, but the last prospectors haven't come out. The last prospector to go in was Sekbar. I warned him that the mine was dangerous, but he said he had to go. After that, things got out of hand. I closed the whole operation down. Then that orc showed up. Shagora said she was Sekbar's betrothed. She went in after him, and that's the last person I've let in since. That is, unless you see fit to go in after them.
Someone out there? I'm in a cocoon, help! Merciful Rutka, my prayers are answered. Help me. Please, get me out before that spider monstrosity comes back. I've been trapped in this cocoon for days. Shagora's really here? I thought her voice came from a dream. If she's gone deeper into the mines, I must find her. This spider's silk is tight, but I feel the threads moving. Spiders are not. I've got to break free. Yes, I've been too afraid to move. Too afraid of the spiders. I can't leave the mines without Shagora. I think I felt something here. Yes, it's breaking open. Help me find Shagora. She must have gone further. I've stayed still, trying not to attract attention from these spiders. We can't leave without Shagora. She may be trapped too. I'll fight my fear to rescue her. With your help. That's the beast that wed me. Take care, friend.
What desire brings you here, mortal? You seek the orc female, perhaps? She is now an ornament to my collection. Some of this world claim the gods as ancestors. To them, the Daedra are divine beings who are not the ancestors of Tamriel's people. Your divines exhausted much of their power shaping your world. We did not. To do that, I propose a trade. You may feed an elder spider, or you can let my children feed on your Redguard friend. His taste pleased them greatly. Then I shall not let you speak to her. It is simple. Now, will you stand about doing nothing? Or take my trade? Wonderful. They wait just behind you. Do not worry. The venom ensures there is little pain. Such sweet nectar you mortals carry in your veins. A shame it goes to waste. Indeed, the way is open to you and your Redguard friend. And if you desire to stay, I shall have no objections. Go in.
There's little in this world that I hate more than spiders. What a nightmare! There's little in this world that I hate more than...
Curse this darkness, I can't see a thing! Are you another one of Naluroan's illusions? Don't think I am a fool, I know your tricks. Where is Sekbar? If that's the case, then where is he? No, you're just another one of Naluroan's puppets. But you can't get into my mind. I'll never let you copy my Sekbar. What? Where? Stop lying, illusion. When I get out of this place, I'll torch it and squish anything that manages to crawl out. Just you wait.
The Orc woman is strong-willed. A challenge, but one that I will conquer nonetheless. What do you think of my menagerie, mortal? Would you like to take your place within? Ah, threats are next, perhaps? Dear mortal, I have not harmed any of my collection. They provide me with comfort and entertainment, and my children with sustenance every now and again. In return, I care for their every need.
I see her now, and that Daedra has her in its grasp. We must save her! I'm no hero, but I can't stand by while my love is trapped by this Daedra. Maybe she'd take me in exchange. A month ago, I would have fled. Marriage scared me. Spiders scared me. But I've been running too long. It's time I acted like a true warrior and faced my fear.
The Orc woman is strong-willed. A challenge, but one that I will... Ah, threats are next. I do not fear you, mortal. You are in my lair. I allow you to see me because it is convenient. Oh, I'm sure you could escape my nest in time. But these two would surely not survive. As you can tell, the Orc is resistant to my charms. She has not made a good specimen. I propose a trade of sorts. Give me the Redguard, and I will give you the Orc. Ah, how delicious. Simply a turn of phrase, I assure you. The Redguard held much bitter fear in his taste before. I will weave him a life better suited for sweetness. My children do love a treat now and then.
Creature, gladly take my love's place.
Hush now, sweetling. Come and rest.
In my head. Get out! Get out!
There now. Isn't that better? Don't fight, just let go. The first dose is always the hardest. See how peaceful his face is now? Your Orc female should find her way out of the mine. I would follow her, unless you've changed your mind about staying.
Why am I so out of breath? How far have I run? Даэдра? What are you talking about? I came out here to... Well, anyway, I've never met you or a Даэдра before in my life. Did you poison me? Who? That's a silly name. I don't owe him money, do I? Sorry, I don't know you or your buddy Sekbar. Guess you did something to help me, though, or you wouldn't be talking to me.
Tuwaka, give me strength. These mine doors must not open ever again. I'll be a poor man, but at least no more souls will fall into this death trap.
I am certain things will return to normal again soon, and these spiders will leave us. They will.
I'm not going to hang around here much longer. I'll find a nice quiet job in Sentinel. Maybe get work on the docks.
We almost died! Now that's a good fight! What? More troll dung?
Deep in dark Naturedance, I found Su. Come forth and destroy. I am patient, but not that patient.
gone. Everything and everyone. Just gone in the blink of an eye.
At last, someone to help. You look like you're at loose ends. Interested in making some money? The boss hired a matchmaker named Ashtad to find a groom for his daughter, and he sent me out here to recruit someone. He says he'll pay well. He's up at our camp now. Can you help? I've been out here long enough. No, you'll help Ashtad. The boss suspended hostilities for the wedding. No one will attack you. And if you take the job, tell that matchmaker to call me in. This is no work for a certified cutthroat. Go on, through the tunnel and up the hill.
You must be here to work with that matchmaker lug. If so, the boss says I can't touch you. Which is a shame, because some of that stuff you're wearing looks pricey.
Getting old is no picnic. The alternative is a lot worse.
Why are you here?
Really, I have no interest in matrimony. Maybe our matchmaker should work on finding a bride for my father instead.
Let me be clear. I don't like you, and I don't like your smarmy friend inside the tent. Stay out of my way, lest you want me to show you the color of your guts.
I cannot complain.
Who are you? You don't look like one of the ungodly. Wait. Are you here to help the matchmaker? Because that's me. Yes, well, I'm in a bind. I'm considering potential grooms for Sarvia at Wilder, but she refuses to talk to me. I have to know what she wants in a husband, or Wilder the Ungodly, who hired me, won't gather the dowry. So I need you to talk to her. Eager. Great. Once you learn what Sarvia and Wilder wants in a groom, talk to her father, Wilder the Ungodly. Tell him it's time to get the dowry where the grooms can inspect it, to see how serious we are. Now go, and be persuasive.
Don't talk to me. I have problems. Big problems. He wouldn't understand. I guess he's just not going to give up and go away. All right. I suppose I'll have to talk to you then. At least you have an honest face. So, as if I didn't know, what is it he wants? I'm not looking for a bridegroom at all. Marriage? Maluk, take it. I want to travel, see the world, have adventures. No, you should be talking to my father, Wilder the Ungodly. This was his idea, not mine.
Are you here to help arrange my daughter's marriage? She's got her mother's spirit and her temper. So, what does Sarvia at Wilder expect in a bridegroom? Good! Then it's up to me. First, he needs to be strong, or my daughter will make a fool of him. Respectful of his elders, and wealthy, of course. Oh, and not too hard on the eyes. I don't want to get sick of looking at him. Of course, of course. A good groom deserves a good dowry. I have some gold and silks from, well-wishers. They're stored in the upper camp. Gather the goods and take them to the entrance tunnel. Ashtad wants the dowry near the entrance where prospective grooms can inspect it. I'll send a guard down with a chest. Place the dowry in it. All right, off you go.
No robbery, extortion, or drunken revelry until after the wedding. Bloody Wilder and his blasted daughter. What are we supposed to do, eh? Are we the ungodly, or ain't we? Pooh.
Watch it, stranger. Wilder the Ungodly put me here to keep an eye on his daughter's dowry.
There you are, you swindler!
Still alive. Quick, get me out of here. All right, I suppose I owe you that. I'm not a matchmaker. I'm a swindler, a confidence man. This is one of my classics. I tell the Mark I'll arrange a marriage, they gather a dowry, I steal the dowry and disappear. Now, get me out of here. Because I've reformed. Now I only target those who deserve it, like these idiot bandits. I'm only taking their ill-gotten gains. Serves them right. The keys to unlock my shackles are in Wilder's tent. Get them, please?
Looking for something? A set of keys, perhaps? Everything, I think. I'm not so easily fooled as my father. I knew there was something wrong with that matchmaker from the start. Eventually, I figured out his game. The same way I figured you for a harmless dupe. You are, aren't you? Only if I get to go with you. Ashtad's plan was brilliant. A bit flawed, but brilliant. He probably would have gotten away with it if I hadn't tipped off my father. He lives the life I want, traveling the world and having exciting adventures. Sorry, I haven't got them. But I could get them if you can distract my father and the ungodly for a few minutes. My father and his bruisers are at the upper sparring ring, through the far tunnel. Why don't you go challenge him to a fight? Yes, he's bound by the unwritten laws of the ungodly. My father can't refuse a challenge and keep his position as the boss. Just don't kill him, all right? He may be an ox's arse, but he's still my father. Thank you. I'll grab the keys and free Ashtad while you distract the camp. Meet me outside our entrance tunnel after you've challenged my father. I am quite sure you'll survive.
Back, are you? It's your funeral. I knew you couldn't be trusted. Now I get to take it out of your hide. What? How do you know about that? It's an unwritten law. Fine then. Go ahead. Watching the boss kill you isn't as good as doing it myself. But it's close. By the unwritten law, Wilder the Ungodly must answer the Outsider's challenge.
How much gold will you pay for my daughter's dowry? How full are your pockets, snake? Stop! I yield. I admit defeat.
You defeated Wilder? He's been our leader for years. This isn't right. You're not even an ungodly. The rules might say that we have to swear loyalty to you, but to oblivion with that. We're bandits. We break the rules. No, I won't fight you, but I won't kneel to you. The others won't either. In fact, I suspect they're just as likely to cut you down as they were before. Wilder is the leader of the ungodly, and you are an enemy. I would leave if I were you.
Sarvia at Wilder rescued me, though I guess I owe you thanks too. She seems nervous. You might want to talk to her.
My father, does he live? Good. As you can see, I have Ashtad. With my help, he might even become a good swindler someday. Anything would be better than staying in that camp. It's difficult to be the daughter of a man known as the Ungodly.
Can you believe Sarvia at Wilder agreed to join me? I've been a one-man act till now, but she's a bright lass and will make a great partner. And she still holds the key for this chest.
Morwa's bosom. I'm glad to be out of that place. I want to see the lights of Sentinel. Ashtad and I will make a great team. This is the kind of matchmaking for me.